back with a new video featuring my Erin Condren Life Planner inside of my Filofax. This is, I mentioned on Instagram probably about a month ago that I had purchased a new Filofax. Going back, in my last video I had stated that I really preferred the Erin Condren over the Filofax. And I do. I prefer the layout of the pages for the Erin Condren. However, what I prefer about a Filofax is the fact that it is totally customizable. All you have to do is open them up, pop open the binders, and you can add anything you want. You don't need coil clips, all you need is a hole punch, and really pretty much anything you want to put in your Filofax you can. And I like that because for me the major drawback was the fact of on the note section of the Erin Condren you can't, I'll go into it a little bit more, but basically it's hard for me to separate the different sections of the notebook and still keep my planner looking the way I like it to look. Again, I'll go through that a little bit more in detail when I'm showing the inside of this one. So I said about a month ago that I was going to uncoil my Erin Condren and put it into my Filofax, which is exactly what I did. I uncoiled it, although I had a lot of trouble with that, and I know some people say that they can uncoil it without any problems, and they, uncoil it, put stuff in, and then take it out. I didn't have that luck. When I was trying to uncoil it and unbend the bottom corner, the coil completely broken in half. So I ended up having to cut all of the coil because, it was already broken, so I figured it's just easier to cut it, and that's what I did. I cut it out. After that, it was so easy to get into my Filofax. I just cut off the perforated tab, and it fit in perfectly into my Filofax. This is an A5. This is the Filofax A5 Finsbury in raspberry. So I cut it out and put them in, and I worked with that for about a week, a little over a week, and I decided I wanted, I go on Instagram and it's like, I get so many ideas and I see so many people's layouts, and I saw that a lot of people were using the day on a page, and I thought I would give that a try. So I did, and I will show you how that worked out. Actually, it's this one. I will show you how that worked out. That ended up not working out for me. I did that for 2 days and I didn't like it. So then I went searching some more on the internet, and I found Rogue Crusades pages and used those for about a week, and I will show you how those turned out in my Filofax. But ultimately I ended up coming back to the Erin Condren layout inside of my Filofax, and it's working out really well for me. Now, I'm a firm believer that planners are ever evolving and they grow with you. And that's one of the things that I like about Filofax is the fact that it can grow with me. I can change it constantly. It does not have to, I could change it every day if I wanted to, which wouldn't be practical, but you really could change it as much as you need to. So, long story short, I went back to the Erin Condren layout, and I'll tell you why. The thing is about Erin Condren is that it's two pages, and it is a week on 2 pages, but you get your days broken up into morning, afternoon, and night. And that for me is what works best for me right now. Now, I wish I had more room on the page to add in more things that I want to track without having to add in stickers, such as my water tracking, or I started doing the Filofax 3365. It's basically a question of the day. I'd like to include that with the day, on that actual page, but it's okay. For right now, it's working. I have no regrets in putting this into my life planner into my Filofax. Now, I will say that I do have a backup Erin Condren Life Planner that I won. She was doing a contest on her Instagram, and I was one of the lucky winners to win a $100 gift card, and I got to purchase my Erin Condren, and it was no cost to me aside from shipping. So I do have a backup plan. Would I have been as easy going about deconstructing a $100 planner to put into a Filofax? Probably not. But now that I've done it and I know that it works out, if it continues to work out through the school year, I will have no problems uncoiling, whatever you want to call it, my Erin Condren to put into my Filofax for this coming year. My new 2014-2015 Life Planner runs from July through December. This current one that I have in here runs through December, so I wouldn't need to uncoil it, and I don't need to make that final decision until then, but it really is, it's worth it for me. Now, some people would say that's basically like saying that you will pay $100 for your inserts, which, yes and no. My Erin Condren was $100 because I had a bunch of extras. I ordered the platinum. I did a bunch of different things that if I was just ordering the planner to get the inserts, I could make the planner a lot cheaper. So, you know, is it worth the $100 or whatever you spend, $50 to deconstruct and put in this? For me, it is, because I have the luxury of being able to do that. I think there's a lot of great Filofax customizable printables that are less expensive than that, but this works for me. It's easy because it's not a lot of, when I tried printing the Rogue Crusade ones, it took me forever, so I had to send it to Staples, and that ended up costing me about $30, plus the time I still had to cut it and punch it into my Erin Condren, so to me it ends up costing the same with my time and money spent on printables versus these. Now, if you can print your own printables at home, it may be a lot cheaper, but I went for ease because that's what this is designed to do. The whole reason why I plan isn't to decorate, it isn't to, I mean, it's a little bit to have the memories for the past, but really it's to help my brain focus on what I need to be getting done and what I want to be spending my time on. And that does not include making printables and spending all that time doing all that. So it was great that these fit in here. And you can see they're a little big, like they do reach my closure, the strap that closes it, but it's fine with me. I like a thick planner, I like a fat planner. I really, again, I can't stress too enough, I don't have any regrets about putting it in here, and if it continues to work for me, then I will deconstruct my current Platinum one and put it into here. So let's get into looking at the layout, and I'll give you a full tour of my planner and how it works for us. Okay, so here is the outside of my Filofax. Again, this is the A5 Finsbury in Raspberry, and just pop open the clasp. And here is the inside of my planner. Okay, so over here I have a mechanical pencil. These are from the Target Dollar Spot, and they work great. And I like having a pencil for things that I'm not permanently putting in my planner, but I need to write down. These are Post-its. These are my absolute favorite Post-its. They are, again, from the Target Dollar Spot for $1. These two paper clips are both I received from one of the sweetest people I've met in this community, Candy. And the reason why I like these so much is that they are a little bit on the taller side. So I have one on my front page over here. When you close your binder, you can see that they're a little bit taller. So when you go to look at it, it's nice, and they stick out, and they're tall, and they're easy to find whenever I'm page marking. So I keep an extra one right here in case there's something that I need to mark off. And this is just an arrow one, again, sticks up nice and tall. Over on this side, I keep some Post-its, various sizes. You do have to watch because when they're out like this, they do tend to get a little bit, bent, which I don't like. These are the half size, full adhesive Post-its, which I like a lot. I have those in pink and yellow, and then I just have these thinner Post-its, which are real nice for smaller spaces if you need to write something down. And then half-size Post-its in orange. Again, just what I use these typically for is something that comes up that I'm not 100% sure that we're going to attend, but I want to write it down. I write it down on here, stick it in my planner, and then I put it in pen when I'm ready to fully commit or decorate it for that week. These over here are just some planner stickers, and I got these at the Container Store. They basically, you know, barbecue, night out, taxes, meeting, urgent, meal out. You know, the one that I really like is a sticker for cleaning house, because I do all of my cleaning one day a week, and it's nice to have a little sticker to indicate that instead of having to write it out every week. Back here are just some envelopes which are clipped by an extra Oli clip, a magnetic paper clip. Over here is a transparent flyleaf from Filofax and a glitter divider that I made myself, and it is just cardstock that I cut out. You know, I traced a regular Filofax divider and made that. On the inside I have a pouch that has a Velcro closure, and I just keep some stamps in there. On this side, a little piece of cardstock with a Dream Big Project Life card. I think that's Project Life. Over here, a picture of me and my husband in Disney World, and this is actually a credit card holder from Filofax, but I use it to hold some of my favorite pictures of my daughters. On this side, I have a picture of Starbucks, because who doesn't love Starbucks? A picture of us at Disney World about 1.5 years ago. A coupon for Erin Condren, and if I don't keep it there, I'll forget to use it. And also, this is like a paint swatch that I found at Walmart, and it's got little Mickey on there. I don't know, I just thought it was cute. It was a good filler because I didn't have a picture to put here. On this side, these are printables that I made on PicMonkey.com, so it's PICMONKEY.com. And I did our morning routine and our night routine with little bees and little lambs, and laminated them in my Scotch laminator and punched them. And then when I punch them, I just slit the holes so that I can move them around in my planner. And if I want them on that day, I can. They're just easily moved. So that's those. And then this is a photo of the day challenge I was doing, which I haven't been doing that great on. My husband's been on vacation, and I haven't been looking at this as much as I should, so I need to get back on that. But again, laminated in my planner, because it was easier to do this than it was to have to find the picture from Instagram that I have with all of the photos that you have to take. So I just made that again on PicMonkey. This is just a card that I put all of the laundry codes. I put a Martha Stewart teardrop on the day to let me know which load of laundry to start in the morning, so I put it on the spot so that first thing I wake up, I check my planner and I see, number one, my meal plan, so I know which meat to take out to defrost if we needed meat for our dinner that night, and then also which load of laundry to start. This is a bullet journal key. I was using this a lot when I was doing the Rogue Crusade printable inserts. Not so much with my Erin Condren, because I really don't do a bullet journal in there, but it was helpful when I was doing that, so I printed out a card and laminated it. Again, over here, just a divider that I made myself. This is my little tab section full of tabs that I made myself. I made my tabs using the Martha Stewart for Staples tabs. They come in pastel colors, and as you can see, my planner is very bright. I like bright and vibrant colors. So what I did was took, from the dollar section in Target, I swear I live at Target, I took the glitter tape that they sell and just put it over there, and then trimmed the outline of, I trimmed the tab to the Martha Stewart, whatever the cutout was for this, and made it silver, and it works much better in my planner than the pastel. I had these for like over a year, and I never was using them because I didn't like the colors of them. But now that I found out that you can use them you could use any washi tape. I mean, it's the same thing. You just do one side at a time and trim it. Anyways, this is my YouTube tab. So in here I have an expense envelope that I printed myself from Pinterest, and I listed all the expenses that I have for giveaways or for, you know, all of this stuff that I need to file for my taxes for 2015. So it just says the item that you bought. I started putting where I bought it from, the date, if it was a debit or a credit card purchase, and the amount and what I'm using it for, so that I have it all written out, and I keep the receipts right in the envelope, so it's really nice. Over here I just have a list of ideas. Starred ones are requested videos, and the other ones are just videos that I was thinking of making on my own, and that's all I have in YouTube right now. My next tab is family. And what I did here is I used the Erin Condren stickers, and I made a list of basic meals, favorite size, and slow cooker meals. And these are meals that I can make without having to pull out a recipe. Typically we have all of the ingredients at home. There are go-to meals where it's no real thought that goes into it. I could just whip them up, and it helps me when I'm doing my meal planning if I'm stuck for an idea on what to cook. Plus it's nice to have for, you know, memory's sake. My next tab is mailings. I help my husband send out personalized letters to his clients, and I keep track of who we send it to, the date we sent it, and that way I have record of it, and he has record of it as well, because he would never be able to keep track of all that. So I'm just going to skip over that because that contains personal information. My next tab is home. And in here I have sub-tabs, and it says in, out, and miscellaneous. And basically it's inside, outside, and miscellaneous tasks that I need to do around the house. Bigger stuff that we need to get done when we have some free time, I can just go through and check this stuff off. So this is the inside tasks, and then I left a few sheets. Over here is the outside tasks, so things that I want to do on our front yard and our backyard. And then this is miscellaneous tasks. Now over here I just wrote down, it may seem silly, but I like to have all of my outside lights match. So I wrote down the light bulbs we use because I would never remember, and this way it's right here, so when I go to Target I know exactly what light bulbs to pick up so that they all match. This next tab is finances. I can show you a little bit. Okay, so this is a 52-week money saving challenge that I printed out on Pinterest. We haven't started it or anything, but I thought it was kind of cool. You know, you put away a little bit of money each week, and by the end you have like $1,300 put away. So I thought we could start that, and then on the sheet behind it, I'm not going to show it because it has a lot of personal information, but it basically is a list of all of our bills, the date that they're due, the average amount that they are, and you know, just basic bill information that I have in one place, so that, you know, pretty much all of our bills are on automatic bill pay, but it's just nice to write it down to know exactly what to expect for that month. So that's that. My last tab is lists, and this is just kind of a fun section. I have a planner wish list, which I just decorated with washi tape and stickers. I have miscellaneous wish list, so just different things that, you know, to remind myself that I wanted to get. Over here I have things that I love, and it's exactly that, just a list of things that I love. And then this was that 31, I think it's like 30 or 31 365. It's a Facebook fan group obviously on Facebook, and they give you a list of questions for the month. Some of them I changed that I wouldn't normally, didn't want to answer or weren't interesting to me, so I added in some of my own questions, but it's just a question that you're supposed to answer every day. So what I was trying to do is find a way to add that in for each day on my Erin Condren. There's just not enough room, so I started another page with the answer to those questions right behind it. And that's the last page for that. Now we get into the Erin Condren. Now when I cut this out, I was concerned that I was going to lose space by cutting things off, and you really don't. When I write in the month, or when I write in when I do my week, it's really nice actually. I could pull these 2 pages out and move them around and decorate and write, you know, a little bit neater than I would, say, if I had a coil here or if it was in my Filofax. So I take those out. So I really don't lose any space, and it's not hard to write in them. I mean, it's pretty easy. So this is, I was not in my Erin Condren here. I'll flip to the month. That's this month. And this was my first month in the Filofax with my Erin Condren. So you can see here that, you know, it does cut in a little bit, but nothing major. Nothing where I'm like, oh, I lose too much space. I can't make this work. And then my first week in my Filofax, again, didn't lose too much room, had plenty of room to write down everything I needed to write down, got to decorate. The only, like I said, the only thing I don't really care for with the Erin Condren layout is that you don't have, the only extra space you have besides your, you know, your daily routine or whatever you write down in here is this little space here. I would like to not have to add an extra sticker to track my water or to you know, have room to write down the answer to those questions or whatever the case may be. That was one thing I was looking for when I went over to the Rogue Crusade pages, was having spots to do all that where it still looked neat and organized. And if you do like Day on a Page, I really liked the Rogue Crusade inserts. They were a little bit of a pain to print, but that's just because I have no interest in learning my printer. I just want to be able to hit print, and you know, I don't mind trimming things, but I want it to come out nice and easy, and they weren't. I had to kind of finagle them a little bit and have them printed at Staples in order to get the quality I wanted and have it centered and exactly where it needed to be. So anyways, that is the only complaint that I really have about Erin Condren, is I just wish there was more room. I don't use this as much as I should, but again, I feel like it's off to the side. I would like more room for each day to write down something, not just on the side for the week. This is more of like a weekly task or list that I have. So then this is this week, and I inserted some project life cards with things to buy, and then this I thought would be nice to keep the memory of the week, because that's what I was doing on my Rogue Crusade pages. But I really like how she breaks it down for morning, afternoon, and night. It's not too specific like the Filofax where it's, you know, hour by hour list. It's just general morning, general afternoon, and general night, and that works for me. So I use those right now. Up here, if you can see, I track the weather, so there's plenty of room to do that. I started, usually I put my laundry stickers in the night, but I just didn't like the way it looked, so I was trying to do it down here, and then what used to go there is a meal plan, which you can see. Let's see a good picture. You could see here, I would put our meal plan, and here I was putting the laundry stickers, but I just don't like the way it looks. I kind of like having the laundry stickers separate, but they're gonna have to go back up here because it's easier for me to see my meal plan down here. I hope this is not too confusing for you guys. I'm just trying to get you to understand the way my brain works. On this side, I have my Filofax bookmark because I like that it's transparent. The Erin Condren bookmark from last year has, here I can show you, you can't see through it. And I just didn't really care for it. So I had originally punched it and then made slits in it to fit in here because it's a little bit taller than the Erin Condren pages. That's the only thing I'm having a hard time with. With the Filofax, it comes just right to the brim, so I have to put a paper clip on here. With this one, it goes a little bit taller, but I figured maybe I can make my own or look on Etsy for a custom bookmark. So that's what this is, and then, you know, like I said, it goes through December. So I have a little bit of time to figure out if this really works for me and if I want to decoil or uncoil my other Erin Condren Life Planner. Over here, this is just a plastic envelope from Filofax with all of my Erin Condren stickers clipped together with an Oli clip. In here is another plastic envelope. I have it, I have information on my daughter's upcoming kindergarten year, so obviously I'm covering that up for privacy reasons, but that's what's inside of there. and another transparent flyleaf just to protect the pages. And then back in here, I have the perpetual calendar that came with my new Erin Condren planner, and it fits really nicely in here, and this just keeps track of perpetual calendar, you know, like birthdays, anniversaries, and also contacts. And the pens that I'm really loving right now are my Sharpie pens. They write on top of washi tape. They do not bleed over, you know, here, you can see here I used the red. You can't see it at all on the other side. I really like these. I was using the Le Pens for a while. These, I love these. These trump the Le Pens by far. So that is basically my planner in a nutshell. Okay guys, so I hope that was helpful, giving you kind of a peek inside of my planner. I did really quickly want to show you some samples of the pages that I was using. This is the Filofax Day on a Page, and as you can see, it gives you the breakdown of all the hours, to-do list, and then I had a YouTube to-do list. I mean, I like it. Looking at this, I'm like, well, that doesn't look so bad. Maybe I want to go back. But it was just more work than it was helpful to me. I ended up looking for a simpler day on a page, which is when I found the Rogue Crusade. This is not part of the Rogue Crusade. This is just a printout that I found on Pinterest for a month printout because I needed that. It didn't come with a month printout. So this is what the Rogue Crusade pages look like for me. Up here I was tracking my laundry, the weather. You can see it breaks it down into morning, afternoon, and night. Just basic small spaces, so I would put what my general plan was for the day. I tracked my dinner. This was the photo a day page, or photo a day prompt, and any errands that I have to run. It also has a little piggy bank, which you can put money you saved or money you spent if you wanted to. Here I was tracking my water and my 30 questions a day, and this was my bullet journal style of documenting things I had, like a to-do list for that day. So it worked, but it was just, I don't necessarily need a day on a page. I like the idea of having your full week where I could see, because at the beginning when I plan on Sundays, I go through my week and I look for my entire week spread, what day's busy, what day I can add to-dos around the house or things that I need to get done. While I liked this a lot, it was just, I wanted to be able to see my week right away. So that is why I went back to my Erin Condren, and it's been working out great so far. Again, planners change for me. They evolve with you, and they should, because that's what keeps them functioning and helpful and keeping you on track for things that you want to be on track for. So who knows, when my daughter goes back to school, I might need an hourly breakdown and I may go back to the Filofax page. But for right now, the Erin Condren is working out the best for me, and I really have no regrets on doing it. So I hope that helped. Again, if you're looking for a binder, this was, I think, $105 I may have paid for that for this one with free shipping. Totally worth it for me. They are so high quality. I love Filofax. I haven't met another planner that really is as nice as this one. The Erin Condren is great quality, and it's a great company. I have had nothing but pleasant experiences with them. They are really very sweet people that I have met, talked to, dealing with their customer service. But it's more, to me, it looks a little bit more like kind of like spiral notebookish, and I wanted a true binder, things that I had pockets and I could put post-its in, I could add sections in, I could easily divide my notes section. It just works for me. So I hope it was helpful. I hope that you find the system that works best for you, and if you have a system that maybe I haven't talked about, or pages that, inserts that work great for you, let me know in the comments below, because I want to see if there's something else that I may be interested in trying. So if you liked the video, don't forget to like it, and don't forget to subscribe, and feel free to share this page or this video, because I think that most of my planner inspiration has come from seeing what other people do, other people's layouts and things that worked for them, and kind of incorporating them on in my setup. So again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, Living the Wife Life. Thanks guys. Bye.